Hi guys, thought I would do a Christmas workout for you for weight loss. So I'm going to do a 20-minute all body cardio and strength exercise workout. I've got 2 toning balls that are 2-pound weights, but you can use dumbbells that are 1 or 2 kilograms. I wouldn't go much more than 5 pounds, so look at the kind of 2 to 3 range because we're doing quite a lot of repetitions of stuff. So toning balls, hand weights, or even bottles of water would work quite well. Even without anything, just working the movements should be effective. So have fun. So we're just going to start with a leg jog. Just getting yourself warmed up lightly. Find a space in your room. You don't need that much space to be able to do this. Just building up the heart rate a little bit. Just keep nice and light. Make sure you've got running shoes on that have support so you can work through this. Good, and just settle in. Nice big open and close. Stretching across the pecs. Nice little stretch. Opening, closing, starting to breathe. And then keep it out. Little gentle cross kick. Just starting to get those hamstrings working. Don't be afraid to bend your knee a little bit. Just getting that little bit of back of the leg stretch. Okay, let's go 4 more. And 3, and 2, and 1. Good, just into a little light step out. Okay, just reaching away, or a jump jack. So we stay with the little side touch, or a little jump jack. So you can make this low impact. I'm going to give 2 versions of everything. Please note that I will be doing this workout, so I might be out of breath with parts of this. So you're working with me. Good. So you can always work at the low level. I'll give that option first. So that level. And I want you to work at the low level as high as you can, as hard as you can, because obviously it's not as much impact. So we want to make the most out of it. Good, and just come in. Nice little knee stretches, rotating around. Just loosening off any creaks and cracks that might be there. And stretching around. Good. And 2, and 1. And just a little step back, stretch for the calf. Nice and dynamic. Pressing the heel away. And also stretching a little bit through the hips. Make sure you have water near you, which I realize that I don't have right now. So partway through when you have rest, I will go grab my water. And 2, and 1. Okay, so we're going to grab our dumbbells. Now we're going to do a minute worth of this first exercise. Please at any time stop and rest, but we want to keep it continuous as much as we can so we get the most out of this workout. I'm going to start with the arms up by the ears, coming into a little squat, and up. So sorry if I'm looking at my clock, but I'm just trying to get the right timing of everything. Just checking he's on. Good. Keep going. And up. And up. So breathing. So when we're going down to a squat, I want you to really feel the sit bones of your bum widening to allow you to lower. You don't want to go forward in this movement. We want to be sitting down and pushing through the feet to raise the arms. Be aware we're not sliding the shoulder blades up, just pressing the arms. That's why it's really important to not have too much weight in the arms as you're doing this. Breathe, nearly there. And up. Yeah, we got 10 seconds. Keep pushing through. There's only the first set. We're going to do 2 sets of these strength moves. Good, and relax. Now we have 2 versions for the press up. So we're going to come onto the knees, and that's your level 1. And just go through 30 seconds of this, or into the full press up, or mix it up if you're at an advanced level and do 1 arm in front of the other and swap over, so 2 of each. Coming down, and just just keeping the lift of the head, keeping the abdominals supporting you. Shoulder blades not pinching together. 2 and 1. And then right away, coming back up, we're going to repeat those squats. So down and up. So whichever breath feels right for you as you're going up and down. And I'm just being aware, not letting my butt totally stick out and sinking down, letting the pelvis be really heavy as we go. If there's any knee pain, just decrease the range for yourself so you're not going as deep. Really listening to your body. How far can we get to? My arms are now getting nicely tired. And you'll find that I might rest a little bit, ask you to keep going, but at any time if you feel you need to have a little break, those arms are screaming. There's only 2-pound weights. That's the length of time we're doing it. Obviously, if you're quite strong, go for heavier. You can manage that minute long of going through, drive through the legs. Now we got 5 seconds. And then we'll repeat those press ups and up. Excellent. And come back to the mat. So same versions, if you want to increase the version or decrease the version, try and challenge yourself. So going down and up. And so I want to keep the rib cage lifted as I push away from the floor. Push the floor away. We want to try not to let the head lead. Good, a few more, so 30 seconds worth. If you're counting at home, sorry if I go a little bit over. 1 more. Good, well done. Now we're going to come up and do a little bit of cardio. So I'm going to start with those jump jacks that we did. And the version here is to do a little bit of a kick out on the low level. So start with that if we're doing the low impact version, little punch across, just a little light hop and kicking that leg out, or jump jacks. So we got 30 seconds. I'm going to need my water sooner than later. Need to put my fan on. This is where breathing is important. I'm going to let that breath continuously go through the movement, not holding a breath. And anytime you can come down to the lower option. And 2 more. And rest. Keep yourself moving. Second exercise, watch there's nothing in the way of you. We're just going to do a little cross-touch hop. So you can really take a big stretch here without the hop, or allow a little hop over, like we're leaping over a log. Keeping the abdominals supporting you as you leap. And just be mindful of the impact. So if the knees are feeling a bit delicate, go back to the step touch, really working the arms. And 2, and 1, lovely. Okay, so come back to the jump jacks, second set. So this is where we're really making a difference. All those Christmas puddings we like so much. You can maybe feel a little bit better by doing some exercise in between. Or mulled wine. And everything in moderation. And just remember how it feels after. It's our key. So low impact version. Key to that. 3, 2, and 1. And into our little skaters. Another 30 seconds. Hopping, or just really big step across. Yeah, keep it going. Nearly there. And then we're done. 1/3. I know that seems daunting, but you can do it. Easy peasy. It feels a bit rough at some points, but I'll be here with you. Okay, well done. Just march it out, just so the heart rate comes down a little bit. Grab water if you need to. I am going to after I come down to the mat. And we're going to come down to the mat, do a bit of ab work. So after each standing sequence, we'll come down and do a minute worth of abs. Okay? So a few options. Hands behind the head. just lifting up and peeling the back of you off the mat with the eyes rolling down in the head. It's a nice, easy, soft curl up. Second level will be a single leg lift. And third option is if you're able to keep the pelvis heavy on the mat as we come up and down. Good. Now, whichever version you're on, we're going to add obliques. So if you're here, we're going to march from one side to the other. I want you to think about your shoulder blades coming off the floor rather than your head jamming. So my right shoulder blade coming off. You're in that single version, so I want you to bend and stretch. Bend and stretch for 4, and then swap. So bend and stretch, 2, 3, and 4. And if you're in that tabletop, alternating. Good, so whichever version is better for you. Listen to your body. If your back is arching up here, bring it down. Do this one. Still working. We don't want to lower too much the leg. Push it away. Rotate towards it. Support the head. Okay, so it feels heavy. So for me, this version is just as good. And that one. Let's go for 4 more. And 3. And 2. And 1. Lovely. You can grab a quick water, which I will as well. And we're on to our second set. You're doing awesome, guys. So grabbing those toning balls again, we're going to do a little step forward lunge with a little rotation. So I want you to hold the toning balls together. If you have dumbbells, just keep them like this. Okay, so we're holding them together. We're going to do a little wood chop exercise. So we go down and up, down and up, down and up. So I'm slowly lowering into the lunge. Just be aware of your front leg, that it doesn't veer in. Okay, so we're keeping a little bit of a spiraling outwards through the thigh and letting that back leg bend down. I'm going across my front leg, allowing a little bit of abdominal contraction to spin me over, like we did with the obliques. Good, so going as deep as you feel you can. Okay, so we've got a minute of this. I know it feels like ages. Just remember which leg you're on. Start saying right, right, or left. So we're not letting the toning balls pull you around out of balance. And if again your knees hurting, just ease off, maybe do a little bit of rotation, less bend. Let's go 2 and 1. I want you to stay on this leg in front, but move the back leg back. Okay? I'll show you from the side. We're going to pull back into a little bent over row. I need to be over that leg. And I'm drawing the elbows back to bring the shoulder blades together. If you're strong enough, you can do a wider reach. I don't want to be too upright, because that's going to work up into my neck. I'm going to be right over. And I'm still pulling backwards, opening the chest, opening the collarbones. My right leg is burning now. And 2, and 1. Good. Okay, shake it off. What we're going to do your other leg. So hopefully you remember in your head what leg you were using. And let's go. The toning balls together, your dumbbells together, or your big water bottle, and chopping down and up, chopping down and up. Remember, the action in itself is good. You don't have to add weight. Sorry to keep looking at my clock. Yeah, remember to breathe. If you're starting to feel a bit tired, put on some nice music. Get yourself in the mood. Music can be so powerful. For me as well. So if you have good workout music to get you going, Yeah, we're going to think about all those Christmas dinners we're planning on having and not overindulging. Just enjoying, taking our time, slow down and eat consciously. So not shoving stuff in our mouth. It's the notorious when we make a big meal and it takes forever and then we eat it in 5 minutes. And 2, and 1. You're doing awesome. Okay, so staying on that leg into your rows. Okay, so the elbows come back. So I'm feeling between the shoulder blades. Working. If that feels a little bit easy, take it into that wide row. So I'm opening across the front. Good. Breathing through. If it feels a bit necky, go back here and make sure your shoulder blades are coming down your back. Good. And 2, and 1. Easy. See, we're getting there. Okay. Back to our cardio section. So we're going to do little bum kicks. We've seen these before. Okay, so I'm kicking the bum behind. What I find the low impact version is quite nice as well, but I gotta put all in. I don't want to be just, okay, pull, ha, ha. I'm trying to get a little stretch through my quads. Okay, so it kind of looks like a jog, but I'm kicking up. So 30 seconds. I might get a little bit less on this one. Okay, good, into mummy kick. So again, just a tap, little hop, or staying in the air. Kick, kick, kick. So tap with a little hop is the low impact. Staying with those arms crisscrossing as we kick. Nice little tricep baggies being worked. And 3, and 2, and 1. Back to the bum kicks. So our low impact. One kicking up. So keep the arms out in front so there's somewhere to be. This is where it's starting to get a little bit more challenging, but it's good. Good for us. Keep it going. Even if you have to slow down a little bit, it's absolutely fine. Push yourself. Don't give up before you started. And 2, and 1. Good. Into little kick hops with cross arms. So if you can, into that little hop. Listen to your body. 10 seconds. You can do it. And then 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Okay. Again, just march it out. Get that heart rate to come back down before we lie on the mat, because our heart ends up going boom. And after this set, we need one more. Nice one. Okay? Find the middle one is the hardest, and then once we know it's near the end, it's a bit easy. So, heart rates come down, come into our front. So a few options here. So I'm on my face, so you might be able to see, not here. Arms out. A nice little Superman lift. So I'm trying to stretch across the pecs and stretch the thighs away. I don't want to really go hinging. I want to lift the stomach up a little bit. And if you're strong enough, take it to the front. Working into the upper back, letting the chest float as the arms float. And the legs feel really long behind you. And the head lifting, so I'm still looking down rather than looking up. So we want to stay down. Good, a little bit longer. We tend not to work our back extensors. This is our higher version. This, if our shoulder range isn't as good, still works fine. Feel the middle of the shoulder blades rather than up at the top. Let's go for 3 more. And 2. And 1. Good. and just push back into a little shove. Excellent job. So we're near the end. Only got about 6 minutes left. We'll do a little stretch out. So last set. So back to the turn rows. Now this one can be a little bit challenging on the arms. You might want to drop to 1 or just decrease the range or do it without the weights. Okay, we're going to be doing a little step side lunge. Okay, so we're going to go from one side to the other, feeling a nice stretch through the inner thighs. We're going to bring the toning balls up to about shoulder height as we go. Okay, if that's too much, do a little punch out and back in. Punch out and back in. Okay, so if the reaching up straight, I want that bum to be sitting back, so it's not my knee going forward. Very nice. So my feet are pointing forward and the bum is sitting back. So we should start to be feeling now the legs and the arms. Excellent. We're nearly there, 15 seconds, you can do it. Keep it going, or the offer. Let's go for 4 more. You can do it. 3, 2, and 1. Good, lovely. A little bit of balance going on here. So we're going to stand on one leg. You can tap down at any point. Arms up. We're going to do a little kick out and punch. 30 seconds of this. Now the arms are probably dying now. Okay, so they're probably getting a bit tired. So just do what you can. If you have to pause and keep kicking and balancing, but don't let the arms drop. Nearly there. 3, 2, and 1. Just remember which leg you're on. Take a little note. Left, 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 or right, right, right. Okay. Back to the lunges. This is the last set. You guys can do it, okay? And over. Nice wide step. Keep the abdominals lifting as you're sitting, okay? Don't let them hang. So remember, I could do this without weight, just raising the arms up. Watch the shoulder blades don't rise. It's very common when our arms raise. We want that nice little shapely shoulder. We want to keep the shoulder blades from lifting. Good. Sink a bit deeper if you've got some more energy. We're nearly there. You can do it. Let's go. Last 4. And 3, 2. So this is our lower version with the arms. And 1. Very nice. So I was standing on my left. I'm going to stand on my right. Last bit of strength. You can do it. Kick it up. And just watch as we're doing this. I'm not pushing those ribs out. So I'd rather you keep less range. Just go part way up, which is quite a lot of work. 30 seconds. Nearly there. Let's go 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Lovely. Okay. So we're coming down to the mat for this next cardio, okay? You know it is mountain climbers, so I'll show you the slow version, the level 1 version, and then the level 2 version. So we've got 30 seconds. So hands right underneath your shoulders, chest nice and open, legs out. We have a little tap, 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 okay? Or with a little hop. I'm focusing on my back leg, reaching away. If the shoulders start to hunch, zone it in, take it back to the lower level. My arms are killing now from that last exercise. Counts in the clock. So you guys are probably shouting at me. 2, and 1. Roughly it. You're gonna break if I did less than 30 seconds. Okay. This one's a bit mean. Nice sumo squat. So we're gonna hop it out. So a little hop. Okay. This isn't too much impact, but if it's a bit too much, just go into a little bounce. My legs are burning now. It's our final stage. We're nearly there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Almost. Last exercise of cardio. You have a bit of abs. You've made it. So the last 30 seconds. Here we go. Keep going, guys. You can do it. Rest. Okay. Another hops to finish. Give it all you got. Just 30 seconds. That's 5. Push through it, guys. Push through it. That's 10. Ooh. Halfway. Halfway. We're nearly there. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're done, guys. Okay. Let heart rate come down. Shake out those wobbly legs. We're going to come down. One more ab exercise on the floor, which is a side working exercise. So, bent knees, option 1. I'm lifting the hips up. So I'm pushing down through the arm to raise the ribs up. Just letting the head follow that arc. Or straight legs up. Much harder. Let's go for 10 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. It's always hard, that one. Okay, so bent knee version. Whatever you do on the other side, do on this side. Even if you do a bit less. So 15 in total. Go for it. 1, 2. You can reach the arm in the air if that helps. 4, push down. 5, 6, 7, 8. Nearly there. Still smiling. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, well done. You did it. Come into a little stretch. So a little inner thigh stretch. Take it into a little side bend. And a little side bend over. Taking that back leg back, just be careful. Rotate away, so you get a little stretch down the hip. So it's a nice little stretch for the hips. Good. I'm just coming onto all fours, just doing a little bit of a round back. A little bit of extension. Under. So stretching the hamstrings, bend the knees so the back is a little bit straighter. Just pressing one heel at a time, alternating. that should feel like a hamstring and calf stretch, pressing that away. And then walk the hands up, roll up, and just take a very, very gentle head tilt. Press the hand away. Then turn the head down a little bit. So get a little bit of a neck stretch. And then side with a little press away. And turning down. And nice little shoulder roll. Good. And if you need somewhere to balance, please hold on to a wall. Let the leg really drop down. Do a little pelvic tilt so we get right into the quad. If you're struggling to hold onto your foot, just get a chair with some pillows and just rest it on there where you feel the stretch. And on the other side, so hold onto a wall if you need to. Be wobbling all over the place, but good challenge for balance. Excellent. Give yourselves a hand, guys. That was excellent. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Over the holidays, I would recommend you doing it at least 3 times a week if you're not doing anything else. If you're doing other stuff like the Pilates videos, maybe twice a week. But try and get those cardio elements and strength in that we got from this video so you can really help to shed some pounds, feel great. Thanks very much for watching.